What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon and welcome back to another video. So today is going to be one of those investment update video on the 151 Japanese booster box. And yeah, I mean, finally not every single YouTuber is talking about it, so that's definitely good. And I can really voice out certain things that I'm actually seeing in the 151 and to really explain to you guys, why are people saying it's crashing, but why is it on eBay they're still selling for $75? What exactly is happening? So hit the like button, the subscribe button, and today we're going to talk about it. So the 151 has gotten a reprint at the end of April, which hits early May. And there was a time when the price went down to around that 55 US dollar, which, to be very honest, I actually never, I saw that the price went down, but I was never able to get it at that price because shipping and tax and PayPal fees and all these sort of stuff makes it almost impossible to get it at that price. And you're gonna ask, hey, Collect Pokemon, what about Japan? If you can physically fly to Japan, could you actually get it at that price? The simple answer is no, because a lot of these sellers are actually not selling directly into the Japanese market. They hoard the products and sell it overseas, so it is pretty much impossible to get like a full case inside or in Japan. Yeah, so that's that. Now there are 3 versions of these boxes, and many of you guys are asking, hey, Collect Pokemon, I don't understand, why is booster case more expensive than booster boxes? And what's the difference between the shrink wrap one and the unshrink wrap one? Well, here's the thing. There is 3 versions. The unshrink wrap, so basically the shrink wrap has been cut open. Usually those are from the Pokemon Center, and the Pokemon Center sells the entire box, but without the shrink wrap. And this is for people, so that Pokemon Center doesn't actually want to sell products, and they don't want people to pretty much line up for those products in order to resell at a higher price because they could get it at MSRP. So the non-shrink wrap version, or the one without the shrink wrap, is often the cheapest version. And we're seeing it to sell for around $65 or even $60 on eBay and so on. Now, for investor and collector, people just don't feel right, and they want that shrink wrap because they feel like it is less likely that that box is tampered with. So that's why we do see, the shrink wrap version selling for another $10 more at around that $75 price range. And a lot of you guys will ask, hey, Collect Pokemon, what about booster cases? Why is booster cases, if you divide them up by 12, why are people more expensive in booster case? Why would anyone buy a booster case? Well, here's the thing. In one booster case, there is a urban rumor, urban legend, and this urban legend so far turns out to be relatively true, that some boxes will contain an extra secret rare, usually a gold card or something along that line. And in one case, there is 12 boxes, and I think 1/3 of these boxes, which is around 4, or even 1/4, which is 3 boxes, will have that extra hit. And that's why a lot of people are attempting to buy the full case, and that's why the full case is more expensive than single box, because there is a kind of like a guarantee element in a booster case. So I hope that clears the things where people are saying, why are people buying cases? Well, cases have its appeal, but for general investor, if you're selling one booster box at a time, something along that line, it doesn't really matter. And if the price of 151 do appreciate to a point where we're looking at Tag Team GX, Tag Team All-Star or Ultra Shiny GX, these sort of stuff, one booster box is around like $400. No one's gonna buy an entire case for $8,000 US. So when it goes to those amounts, it actually doesn't matter anymore. So that's why I think that if you want, you can buy single booster boxes. It doesn't. You can pay for a cheaper price. It's a better return in investment, and you don't actually have to buy the entire case. But if the entire case is the same price as a singular booster box, obviously buy the entire case. And that's my thought on that part. Now, what is happening now is that at the end of May, which is pretty much now, and the beginning of June, there is another major reprint of 151 that hits the market. This, in the past week or so, have caused the price to plummet. If you guys buy directly from Japanese sellers on Facebook Marketplace and stuff, you can pretty much get them at around $55 for a booster box. And locally, I can actually get it a little bit cheaper than that as well. So would I be buying more and more booster boxes? Yes, I have decided that I will continue to buy booster cases because of one metric that I've been looking at over the past few days. Now, the metrics I've been looking at is the Master Ball Rare. The Master Ball Reverse Rare single cards in Japan hasn't actually dropped in price. Very similarly to eBay, if you search up certain Master Ball Reverse Rare, the price is quite stable despite the amount of volume of cards being pumped out. And I think that that is the reason, because there is just so many people wanting to collect one of these Master Ball Rare. And if you go on the PSA Pop report, the report is actually quite little. For many of these cards, you're looking at 1,000 PSA 10 version of these reverse Master Ball Holo. 1,000 in this current era is very, very little. And I think that, there is a card for everyone. And I think that that is the reason why 151 will do very, very well in the future, because it just holds so much values, and it also holds a lot of nostalgic for many people. And so at this current price of around 50-55 US dollar, I will continue to buy booster boxes, booster cases of 151. And like I said, what kind of products would I be letting go of in order to fund the 151? I would be letting go of older Japanese sets such as Tag Team All-Star as well as Dream League, because these are going to hover at that $500, $400, $500 for a while. It's unlikely that it will move or have any movement soon. And if you bought these booster boxes at around $50, you almost 10 times your money already. So it is good to sell some of those off to reinvest in them. And I mean, when I say that, I mean, if you look at like Tag Team GX, we're looking at around $400 a booster box. With around $600, $650 USD, you can actually get an entire case of 151. So to be very honest, if you sell around 3 boxes of Tag Team GX, you could have bought 2 cases, 24 boxes of the 151. So it is definitely, if you consider it as a trade, it's definitely a good trade-off, because first you're getting more products, and second of all, there is unlimited amount of room for the 151 to grow. This is still a way big headway for 151 to grow. So that's my take, and I think that in the next few weeks we are going to continue to see the price of 151 drop. Will there be another wave? Maybe. So you guys can still wait and see. So my tactic is that when I see booster cases that are cheap, around 50, 55, I would start buying them, and then I would hold for a while to see if it actually drops again. If it drops again, I'll continue to buy 2 more cases, 3 more cases, and so on. But when it starts to rise again, then I'll consider, maybe I'll just buy 1 last case, and that's my 151 sealed booster box collection. So that's pretty much it. This is what I would think, and this is the update of 151. Just a heads up, the next few set is not going to be very, very hot sets. Even doesn't matter whether it's English or Japanese. So what we're going to see is we're going to see a lot of these money go into One Piece because of the special set as well as the 4 Emperor set. So yeah, that's it. The next 2 months, we're not going to see much movement in Pokemon. We're going to see Hawaii competition and so on. But what I do expect is a bunch of stagnation, if anything. And then what I'm also going to see is a slight dip in certain alt art card, simply because people are going to cash out and they're going to buy the plane tickets and they're going to fly to Hawaii. And I think that people need more money funding for it. And I think that's why the supply of many of the single alt art card as well as booster boxes of the English sides are selling quite often, and that's why the price is quite stable. As for me, I've stopped selling Evolving Skies booster box because I think that it has reached a plateau, and then it's going to sit there for maybe half a year or a year without much movement before it hops up again. And I think that's, we have to capture the next moment that it hops up. So that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. This is Collect Pokemon. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Bye bye.